Pastor Roy Gearhart from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. You know, sometimes just saying a prayer is not enough. Sometimes you've got to pray through a situation, and just praying one little prayer is not enough. But you've got to stay at it, praying on a persistent basis or staying in that position of prayer until you have found that answer. Praying through is an expression that I heard years ago. It's not common in all kinds of church contexts, but in some church situations, I found that was a common expression. And I remember one time that I had preached at a camp meeting, and there was an invitation to come and use the altar at the front as a place of prayer at the close of service. And one woman was lingering after the service. She was there at the altar and praying and praying and praying for quite a long while. And I went down and offered to pray with her. And she said, "No, I'm fine." She said, "I'm just praying through." And I understood then. I saw her kind of like Hannah as she prayed for a child in the book of Samuel. That this woman too was there praying through a situation that was very difficult, very deeply painful, left her with loads of decisions and just searching for peace with God. And so she was not satisfied in a moment of quick prayer to just pop up and go on. But there she wanted to abide and just stay there, seeking after God until there was some satisfaction to her soul. I've been in that spot, praying and not really wanting to stop, and not wanting to just get up and move on, but caught in that place where there is worship and there is longing and there is a connection that draws you into the Lord's presence, and a need to stay there, to just stay seeking after the Lord. Over the years, there have been situations that have arisen in my life and with my wife together where we've had to just come to a place of praying over a decision, praying over a situation until we found peace with God. There are those moments when you pray and it's like the answer isn't there, it's not evident, and so it's another day of continuing to pray, and another and another. And there are times that we've spent, day after day seeking after God, praying, longing, hoping for an answer. And the wonderful thing is when you pray through and there's an answer, either God gives direction or God gives a peace so that you can take that next step. I've known people who have prayed like Hannah year after year after year for a person in their lives, for a need that they are longing for, praying and praying and praying that there would be a change. It's amazing whenever people do that. I mean, Hannah, we saw praying for a child for years and years and years with a great deal of pain, a great deal of heartache, even people making her feel bad about it. And then it happened. And when it happened, she named Samuel. He hears because God heard her prayers, answered her prayers, and brought her through. But she had to pray through to that answer. Maybe you have someone in your life that you're praying for. I had a friend whenever I was growing up whose mother was praying for his father, and then in turn praying for her two sons. Oh, she was a godly woman, loved the Lord, very sweet person. And I'll tell you what, her husband could be a great guy and could be one heck of a son of a gun. And she prayed for him and prayed for him and prayed for him, prayed for her sons. And you know what? Eventually one of her sons became a pastor. And through his ministry, saw that man, his father, her husband, come to Jesus at an altar there, gave his life to Christ. Praying for years, she saw that answer. Don't stop. Pray through. Find the answer that God has for you. May God bless you today. And as you share his good news, may God make you a blessing wherever he takes you.